So today, if you can hear me over the engine and the seagulls, we're testing the Midland whatever it is aerial, which I'll talk to you later, and the Sirio, was it 5000 3/8 version. I mean, this is that little silly aerial that came with the Midland M-Mini kit. So the difference in whip length is ridiculous. I'd be surprised if we get more than 1.5 miles on this. So today's test is testing these aerials. They're on identical radios. Let's see what happens. So it's the LC29 is the Midland aerial. Oh, that's the radio gone for a walk. I guess I'm going to have to hold this for the whole session. LC29, there's the leaflet that came with it, and anyway, the good news is we managed to get the SWR to 1.53 on channel 20 without cutting it, which I thought is kind of incredible for an aerial that short. At least it did SWR somewhere near. We'd like it a bit less. We could have chopped a bit off, but I suppose it's got to go back in the box and be sold on to somebody. So that's the LC29, and the other's the Sirio Performer 5000 3/8 version, I seem to recall. We'll just verify that. We're on channel 20 today, then we're going to centre the band for the aerials, and he's going to switch between his normal Midland 78, which is connected to that Sirio. And normally we do the tests with the modulator, standard coil, base loaded aerial, but his own aerial is that Sirio 5000. And then we're going to compare it with another set which is connected, an identical Midland 78 connected to that Midland mag mount. Tango 21, Mr. Chippy, over.
Yeah, Roger, Tango 21, just at the end of the way.
Roger, and are you on the little mag mount, over?
Yeah, I'm going to start on the little mag mount pretty much till I lose you, because without the other setup, of course, I'll still hear you on that, and I won't know whether I'm hearing you on the other Midland mag mount or not.
Right, well, that's a good idea. So I've moved my chair position so I can see the S meter, and of course I can't really adjust the squelch on this set because it's digital.
Yeah, roger that. I'm on the main Wilsford Road now.
Okay, so we've got you about half a mile away, over.
That's the roger. Just passing out Chester services, and as usual the squelch is open rail due to the noise that the garages create.
Roger, well, I'm still getting you. It's fluctuating between about 5 and 7 or something like that. So I predict it'll get to the top of the hill at Wilsford Hill by the quarry, and then as you get on the other side I'll probably lose it forever, over.
Yeah, you're probably right. There's a little bit of surface noise. I can't see the S meters from here because the set's just on my seat.
Yep, fair enough. Right, so you'll be about at the crossroads, over.
Yeah, Square Wilded Crossroads now.
Okay, that makes him 1.5 miles away. Well, it's better than I thought. I thought you would have petered out by now.
Alright, we're just passing the quarry now.
Roger, I've got you passing the quarry, so you're about 1 3/4 miles away, over.
Yeah, roger that.
Just for the record, the base station aerial here is an Antron 99 18-foot end-fed dipole, and it doesn't have the optional groundplane
We're
kit.
now up to the top of the hill as we go down the other side.
Right, this is going to be the interesting bit. So I've got you at the top of the hill.
Roger that. Just about halfway down now around the right-hander.
Roger, got you on that first bend.
Now down to the second right-hander, off the hill before the 30.
Roger, I'm still receiving you, over.
Doing well, actually.
Yeah, so the advantage of a short aerial is that you're going to get less interference from other users if you're just wanting to chat to your mates or in a convoy. Roger, well, I am just receiving you at Scratchy Corner, over. Well, I go to the top of the stairs. Roger, okay, so you're probably about 2¼ miles away now, over. Okay, I'm still receiving you, so any moment you'll be at the level crossing. Roger, as you said that, the signal came back up a bit to S5, over. Roger, got you at the level crossing, so you're now about 2½ miles away, over. Tango 21, Mr. Chippy, are you still receiving, over? Okay, we're virtually unreadable at that. I can tell you're at Kelby turn off just about, and it's starting to be a problem, over. Tango 21, Mr. Chippy can no longer read you, over. Roger, so got you on the Sirio Performer, and of course I'm receiving you quite well, over.
Yeah, and I'm getting you very well. I'll turn the other set down now. There we go. Yeah, as you were losing me, I was still receiving you quite well, so the wave's working alright. And I tell you what, it's a lot better than I expected it to be.
Yeah, I'll give it credit where credit's due. We did try the Intec little silly aerial, and it didn't seem to work very well at all. But we haven't done an actual on the vehicle test with that, only a test bench type of test. So when we get to the 6 mile point, I will ask you to go back onto the magmount, and then you can report whether you can hear me, and we'll see whether we hear anything from you. I reckon you'll be about at the turn off for Rorsby by now, over. Okay, Roger. So as you go around the roundabout, I'll just talk to this camera. Okay, so now at the 6½ mile point, and of course that's the Sirio Performer that is on, with the identical kind of radio as we were testing with the little Midland LC29. So as you heard there, he was astonished that I was still receiving him 2½ miles away. So yeah, it's half the range, isn't it? I mean, if he's doing 6½ and it's as good as he is, we know that his car with that aerial is good for 25 to 35 miles, depending on terrain. So as he comes back round that roundabout, we'll just see whether he can hear us on the little mag mount. Tango 21, Mr. Chippy, how are you doing, over? That puts him 7 miles. Yes, please. Tango 21 to Mr. Chippy, testing the LC29 aerial, over. Well, Tango 21, Mr. Chippy, I was just receiving something there. So I'm astonished that at 6.5 miles it is getting something over.
Yeah, roger that. That was just over level crossing over.
Roger, see, I presume now you're back on the Sirio over. You're on a little mag mount? Well, I really am absolutely astonished. Okay, well, can you just talk to me on the other one, just so we can have a comparison for the video over?
Yeah, I'm back on the Sirio just for a shout. I've got the volume turned down on this one, so I won't be able to hear you on it. It's quite confusing trying to juggle volume controls and work controls at the same time.
Tango 21, Mr. Chippy, that's fine. Well, you can talk to me then coming back on the LC29. We should have gone out in the automatic car over. Okay, so whereabouts are you over? Just coming up for the turning for Kelby. So your next point is the level crossing again, over.
Yeah, kind of. Now got the turning towards South Broadley and over that sort of crest and it's downhill towards the straight line where Mr. Farmer's runway is, and then it's the level crossing over.
Roger, yeah, it's got you by the runway there. I will just tell the video that there's a farmer's field with a runway in it. The farmer has a couple of aircraft. And over to you, Mr. Chippy.
Yeah, to point out it's a grass strip and not an actual proper tarmac runway over.
Yes, a grass airstrip, yes, but we like looking at the windsock.
Right, just coming to the level crossing now.
Roger, got you at the level crossing. So you're back to 2.5 miles away.
Yep, and you get you loud and clear. Like I say, I can't really look at the XP3 easily.
No, that's fair enough.
That's the first Wilson turning and the new built van and the wood pile.
Right, once again, can I just ask you to go over to the other radio with the Sirio Performer so people can see the difference over?
Yeah, this is the Sirio Performer. Just before we go, we descend down into Scratchy Corner.
Roger, that's fine, thank you, and I can now talk to you back on the LC29 over.
Roger that, now around Scratchy Corner over.
Okay, well, that's absolutely incredible. I think we'll conclude the test at the top of the hill because everybody knows how well it's not at that kind of test, and I've been astonished over.
Yeah, well, there you go. It's not a total POS, as some people would say.
Well, looking at it, I think the quality of the cable looks quite good. The quality of the construction's good, but with a whip like that and what that loading coil does, I've really no idea.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It does look well built, so, you know, it doesn't look cheap, but you don't expect it to work well because of its size.
Looks like some kind of UHF aerial, doesn't it, over?
Well, it's like an old style phone aerial, isn't it?
Okay, well, I think we'll conclude the test at that. You must be about coming to the brow of the hill.
Yep, crested the brow down now down the other side, over.
That's Roger. Okay, then. Well, thanks very much. I'll see you back at Tango Towers.
Roger that, 10-10.
10-10. Okay, well, that's me stubbed out, isn't it? Because I said, well, 1.5 miles will be it. Well, we did hear him from 6 miles away. It was pretty ropey. There's a huge difference between the Sirio Performer 5000 3/8 that he's using. It's on identical radios, it's identical powers, everything's the same, and that is absolutely astonishing that the little tiny Midland LC29 aerial actually did work for 6 miles. There you go. So that's the leafless again. And I think that's the first time we've done a video on an aerial test. Now I think I'll persuade him to go down the road and walk, have a little quarter-mile walk with the horrible little Giessen 2-channel handheld we did the other day. So thank you for watching. For once it's an aerial test and not a radio test.